Come on in and welcome to the Recoded Wealthy Woman with your host, Melissa Bates, an angelic plus galactic high-level channel, queen of money expansion. And on this podcast, we talk all things energy, money growth, spiritual expansion, manifestation, and simply elevating to fully live your life filled of so much love on every single level. And I, Melissa Bates, am damn excited to share my gifts with you to help you elevate deeper into your true soul desires. So once again, welcome on in, Queen. Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast. So, as you have read, the title is all about ways to ascend with money and abundance. And before we go deeper, we're going to start this podcast off with a divine prayer. And we're going to do a nice prayer with our angels today. And we're just going to invite our angels to come forward. We're going to invite our angels to bring some high vibrational energy just to support us through this whole podcast activation. And the angels are inviting you to remember a point in your life where you truly felt empowered. You felt empowered to have more. You felt empowered to be more. You felt empowered to chase your dreams and attract your dreams. You felt empowered to call in what you desired. And if that's where you are right now, then heck to the yes. But if that's not where you are right now, then allow this beautiful podcast episode to really come forward to help you and guide you to come back to that desire of having more, of being more, of receiving more, all of it. So, as we dive deeper into this powerful, juicy, delicious, amazing episode, I call you, obviously, if you're not driving, I call you to close your eyes because we're going to do a nice little activation to start off this episode. And here we go. Shoya katara miuturo kashikia nara kayo kokotara shimikia nara kayo kokoko shimikia nara kaiku. Calling forward all of your beautiful divine angels who surround you in this moment. Placing in beautiful codes of light to help you ascend and grow and evolve. And as you saw, the title is all about ascending your money and ascending your abundance. And what does that mean to ascend with money and abundance? What does that mean? What does that truly mean? You know, when I think about ascension, I think about growth. I think about allowing myself to raise my consciousness level. I think about having more. I think about having more opportunities. So now when we look at, ascending with money and ascending with abundance, what that is opening up for us is the beauty of having more, the beauty of having more opportunities, the beauty of having and experiencing money at a higher level consciousness, and how powerful it is to really co-create with the energy of money and the energy of abundance. And the biggest thing of ascending with abundance and money is that when we ascend with abundance and money, we're co-creating a new relationship. And it's exciting. And the reason I'm getting so excited is because I've experienced this for a really long time. And when I first, obviously living on this earthly plane, I didn't know I could have conversations with money and abundance and things of that sort. But I will tell you the distinct union of actually having a relationship with money and abundance has helped me really thrive and heal and grow and evolve and advance, because not only when I am working on something, maybe I'm working on shifting my business or inviting in more money and more abundance in my life, or maybe I'm working on a particular project. Maybe it was like I'm manifesting, my year of travel. Instead of me just going, okay, this is the money I'm manifesting, I now have the source of money and abundance to sit with and talk to and tell money my dreams. Divine money, I would love to manifest a whole year of traveling and luxurious traveling. Let's be real. Let's be honest, right? Luxurious traveling. So this is what I desire. Okay, so now I'm starting to create this relationship with money. I'm starting to tell money my desires, and money starts to communicate back with me. And if I'm calling in, I don't know, $100,000 to just travel, like that's just for my travel this year, right? If I'm out of alignment with that money, instead of me sitting there going, this money's not coming in, what's happening? This money's not coming in, I can literally shift to money. Hey, money, I how can I align with this $100,000 to come in more? When you ascend with in any way, you ascend with your soul, you ascend with love, you ascend with God, you ascend with angels. It's however you choose to ascend, however you choose to really create this bond and this unique expansion on a soul journey. It's knowing that you get to come back to these powerful, juicy, amazing layers of your truth. Excuse me. And the beautiful the best and most beautiful thing about ascension and ascending with money is you're not doing it alone. How many times have you thought, oh my God, I'm calling in this money, and you just feel completely alone? And you're like, is it going to come? Is it not going to come? Is it going to come? Is it not going to come? And you're just going back and forth by yourself, right? But when you invite in the energy of money and abundance, and start co-creating with it, then you can really create this master game plan. And it's just been so powerful to ascend with money. So what I'm going to do for this podcast is I would like to tell you a couple ways to help you elevate your understanding of ascension with money and abundance. And one of the first ways is elevating your desires. And not only is your desires, the simple fact of your desire holds a vibration, right? So when you elevate and ascend with money through your desires, through the experience, and I want you to know it can be so easy. It can be so easy. And the reason I say it can be so easy is because one of the biggest things that money wants to do with you is to reconnect and realign with you through your desires. So, I love vision boards. As you might follow me, I love vision boards. And I say this because I created vision boards digitally. I've created them actually, physically. And I created a vision board at the end of 2021, and it changed my life completely. It was wild. It literally changed my life. So, literally going through my whole vision board of 2021, it showed me the power of really sitting with your desires and not being nervous about them, not being like, is this too big? Can I actually manifest this? It's like, no, this is what I'm manifesting. Like, it's important for us to get bigger. Like, even on my vision board, I have like $20 million homes. Am I going to go buy a $20 million home tomorrow? No. But will I eventually? Probably yes. Maybe it'll be 50. I don't even know. But I know for the fact that the more that I see it, the more that I will it in, the more that I desire it, the more that I'm making space for it. And that's the biggest thing that I want to say. The more that you actually see and visualize your desires, the more you're making space for it. So if you are desiring more money, then it's important to start understanding that the physical, how can I say this? Drop it in. When you are desiring more money, it's starting to ask yourself why. Maybe you're desiring more money because you want to pay your bills and overflow. Maybe you want to pay off debt. Maybe you actually want to travel. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you want to this, right? But a lot of times we are just calling in money to survive, and that's not who we are. We are powerful, infinite beings of light, and it's important for us to start calling in the bigger avenues of money. So that's why I'm like, put a $20 million plus home. I don't even know. Some of these homes are like, whew, they're very expansive. But put them on your vision board, like let yourself dream, let yourself be in it. And I say that because what I'm experiencing now in my life, this wasn't my reality until I started creating the desires, until I started envisioning myself and holding things and having things. And I got so excited about it. And I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for this to come into my life. And it wasn't like oh my God, is this going to come into my life? It's like, oh my freaking gosh, this is coming in. Because I started manifesting I manifested small things and I started manifesting big things. And I was like, wait, if I can manifest this and I can manifest this and I can manifest this, and the manifestation procedure is all the same, then I can literally get behind manifesting anything and everything that I want. But it's just allowing myself to come to that conclusion and start doing the beautiful, taking the aligned steps to manifest it. So the first thing I want to say when it comes to ascension with money and abundance is allowing yourself to see your desires, creating the vision board, creating, manifesting, obviously, creating and using the affirmations. Affirmations are really powerful. They're really powerful. I like to go on like 10-minute affirmation rants and like just spice up my vibration. It's so powerful. Um, and then I want to say with that is, you know, invite yourself into environments, invite yourself around people that are wanting to create bigger and badass lives. You know, when you allow yourself to do this, it allows you to really open up to more. It allows you to, you know, it's like when you're around people, or maybe, and I'm going to say this, I'm totally going to say this. Sometimes when I was manifesting, when I first started manifesting, and it was like years ago, I would literally sit down and watch the Kardashians because I was like, Kardashians, what do you have that I desire? Right? And I would watch it. I would watch the show to get inspiration to like, oh yeah, I feel like I could live in a house like that, or I want to experience like that, or I want a wardrobe like that, right? Um, and in that time, I didn't really have people trying to do what I was doing. So I found ways to put myself in, the environments or the experiences where I could really start to see more. And you can even do that on Pinterest. Live your best life on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. But and that's why I love watching shows where they're like selling multi-million dollar houses, because I'm like, yas, right? But it's fun, and that's another thing. I want to invite in the fun, because when you're manifesting and you're like, oh my god, I want this, and you're just like, your energy is just like literally, you know, I don't, I want to say shot to shit, but just like you feel just like so stagnant, and like you don't even feel excited. You're not even excited to manifest this. You're just like, is it gonna come in? I don't know. Is it gonna come in? And it's like that is not that's not the fun about building your reality, is like actually having fun doing it. And I'm obviously not going to say that building my reality has been all just unicorns and butterflies. No, I have literally experienced some major growth pains at building my reality, but the biggest thing, knowing that every time I allowed myself to get over those humps, something else was available for me. So I allowed things to be available for me. But it's starting to take those beautiful steps. And the next thing that I want to say is, you know, sometimes our lives can look very stagnant. And right now, if your life looks very stagnant and it's not what you desire at all, but I want you to take some just moments of love and look around at every single thing in your life that is going well. Because you know what? You're living, you're breathing, you have a place to live. There's food in your fridge. Obviously you're listening to this, so you probably have a computer or a phone of some sort. Your service is on, it's not cut off, right? So it's starting to really tune into, okay, well, you know what? I'm manifesting my bigger, better life, but like, what is amazing in my life right now? Like, what can I be excited about right now? Maybe it's that peanut butter and jelly sandwich that you eat in the afternoon when you want a little break, right? That's just a random insert, but maybe I'm craving peanut butter. But it's these things that really help keep us forward, and it's inviting in friendships and relationships, and it's inviting in, friends that are like actually wanting to hear your dreams. And so many times it's like, keep your dreams to yourself because you don't want to fail in front of someone. But what if you have this beautiful friend or a multiple friend group, and all of you just like talk about all your dreams and desires and root each other on and support each other, and like you don't have to keep it to yourself, because I feel like it's also really fun to build realities when you're actually sharing with other people. Like, it's a vibe. It's a freaking vibe, y'all. Right? Let's see, the next thing that I want to talk about is, and this is more on like the multidimensional level, but replacing old coding, old DNA. As you know, I am a quantum healer. I'm a light language facilitator. So I work a lot with cellular DNA coding, and I work a lot with like shifting timelines, quantum leaping, and things of that sort. So a way for you to really ascend your money at a quicker pace is starting to work with the cellular DNA makeup of what you actually desire. So, for example, if a client came to me and they're like, Melissa, I desire to make, maybe we're just talking about money. Melissa, or clients, Melissa, I desire to call in 5 clients this month. Okay. But your cellular DNA is not like sparking, you know? Your cellular DNA is only sparking for 1 client. So then what we're going to do go into your DNA is we're going to start turning on that DNA to actually help spark for the space and vibration to hold the other 4 clients. But we're also, if there's any DNA within your being that is, halting you, or there's interference energy, not necessarily interference energy, but more of like, the subconscious mind, the doubts, the fears, the lack, the scarcity, things of that sort. That's what I mean when I say interference. Um, we're going to go in there and we're going to start removing those. So the pathway of ascension is not just about, your desires and having more and things of that sort. It's also about restructuring your whole cellular DNA coding, because as you ascend, you're literally saying, I'm choosing to ascend with money. I'm choosing to ascend with abundance. So that means I'm choosing for my whole being, my whole vibration to ascend, which basically means that there's more light quota coming into your body. And once again, so for example, if the client only had enough light quota to manifest that 1 client, but you needed more light quota to manifest the 5, then we go into the cellular DNA to see, one, not only the cellular DNA, but we check on a mind, body, soul level. Is your mind actually saying that you have enough space for the 4 clients? Your subconscious mind, do you feel deserving of this? Like, there's beautiful pieces to this, because I'm saying this because so many times when people are manifesting and they just give up on their manifestation or their dreams, they're just like, oh, I failed, I'm not going to try, I'm just going to live in this timeline that is not my highest or not my favorite. um but it's like, no, let's look deeper. Let's look freaking deeper. You are here to ascend, right? You're on a path of ascension. So being on a path of ascension, if something is not going the way that you desire, excuse me, if something is not going the way that you desire, then you just kind of come back to understanding why. Excuse me, I had to drink some water. And I invite everyone to take a sip. And right here, we're just going to drop a little light language in. And we really want to say that when you think of ascension path, like, I don't know where you're getting your ascension information from, but sometimes ascension paths don't feel fun. Like, they don't seem fun. They don't feel fun. People are like, I don't want to ascend. I'm good, right? I don't want to do the work for ascension. But it depends on what ascension journey you want to go on. There's an ascension path with money. There's an ascension path with manifestation. There's an ascension path with abundance. There's an ascension path with love. There's an ascension path with pleasure. And there's so many more ascension paths. Ascension path with, like, deep healing. There's shadow work as well. There's so many, but it's like, even the ascension path of going on your journey and building a spiritual business and activating your spiritual gifts. Like, you can mix and mingle them, and you can also just allow them to come up when they come up. But some of the biggest ascension paths I have been on this lifetime so far are money, abundance, building my spiritual business. That still is a beautiful divine ascension path for me. All of these are still ascension paths for me, but building my spiritual business was one of the best looks inside of who I am. Like, that one really just like showed me who I was, and it brought me to so much more. So it's definitely a turn up when you decide to build your spiritual business. There's healing, there's growth, there's evolution, all the things, right? But building that spiritual business took me to the ascension path with light language and being a quantum healer. So, and there's other ascension paths that are calling to me now too. And it's like, yes, I'm obviously going to choose to answer the ones that really light me up, but I don't have to do them all at the same time. And they didn't come all at the same time. There's a very strong ascension path with manifestation, like, coming through for me right now. Such a big call. And honestly, it's really funny because this whole process, like literally why I am here right now is because the first path that I went on for ascension was manifestation. That was literally the first path that I went. And the first path, manifestation, took me through this beautiful healing journey of showing me that there was more to have and that I could have more. And like, that's when everything started moving in my life. So if you have been more curious about manifesting or just like understanding the world of like quantum leaping and things of that sort, it's so profound to go on that experience and that journey. And if you've been called to it, then I definitely invite you, to get the books, take the courses, listen to the audiobooks, like just go for it. Just go in because um, manifestation truly changed my life. And I'm very excited because, this manifestation journey, this path of ascension with manifestation is calling me to a higher level now. So I'm excited to see how it unfolds for me in that space. And I've been working a lot with it, a lot of different manifestation techniques lately that are so fun and powerful. And I've been introducing them in my Money Creatrix portal, as well as my beautiful Divine Master classes. But I will tell you, like, if you want a bigger, badder, bold ass life, then go for it. Like, don't take no for an answer. And that's the biggest thing. Like, if that's the only thing you walk away for, is like, don't take no for an answer. If you feel like it's in your highest, then it's that or always something better, because the universe has multiple timelines for us. So it's like that or something better. Like this or something better. What's up? This or something freaking better. Let's go. Right. And what I want to kind of close off this podcast episode today is opening up the space for you to evolve. And if you need that support, I would love, love, love to support you. And I want to offer you 2 ways that I can support you. The first way I would love to support you is inviting you into my Money Creators Collective. And in my Money Creators Collective, it's a whole portal of ascension. We really work with money and abundance. We work on building your spiritual business. We work on elevating your client attraction. And we work on really opening up the avenues for you to get deeper connected to the universe and understand your co-creation process, as well as eventually we are going to start this new kind of move forward, and I'm going to teach everyone how to kind of quantum leap on your own, which is powerful too. Yay. I love quantum leaping. It's a vibe. um, Next thing that I want to say, and then also with the Money Creatrix, there are 3 ways that you can come in. It's subscription based, so you can come in for a 3 month, you can come in for a 6 month, or you can come in for 12 month. And I want to explain that the 3 month is absolutely powerful if you want to just kind of come in, hang out with the group, do the master classes, get on our live calls. We have 2 live calls a month, and we also have weekly chakra healing to really keep you aligned with your dreams and that sort. And then for the 6 month and the 12 month people, you actually get mentorship with me. So you'll have the opportunity to work with me directly. We'll have one-to-one calls. So for the 6 month membership, you have just 1 call. And then for the 12 month membership, you have 5 calls with me. And these are basically money quantum leaping calls. But it's more of like a life quantum leaping call, because obviously with money, it's going within your whole journey. So all of these calls are for you to work deeply within your own root, not literally your root chakra, but deeply within your own rooted ideas of how you want to evolve and really expand and create your beautiful, abundant life. So I would be absolutely freaking honored to have you in the Money Creatrix. And if you really want to sit and have that more of an intensive experience, intimate, intensive experience, intensive experience. But you know what? Intensive doesn't have to be a bad word, because it's like an intensive could just be like really getting your shit together and like building some boss ass things. And you're just going on an intensive journey that's like filled with love and amplification. So we'll call it a amplified, and we'll call it an amplified experience for my 6 month and 12 month people. But especially my 12 month, we get to work together over the whole year to really build out your biggest, beautiful dreams. So if that's something that you're looking for, then 100% I invite you in. And then eventually, for my beautiful souls that join the Money Creatrix, I will be popping in additional calls that you can come in, and you can also book your calls with me as well, and it'll be a different price from the public to within our private container. And then the next thing that I want to say, which is my new freaking service, which I'm so excited about, is, and my soul is like so excited to, like literally, my soul is like so excited to put these out. They're like, yes, let's go. My soul, my team, like a whole freaking yes behind it. These are one-to-one literal quantum leap forward sessions. So let me tell you about the session because I got to break it down. So basically, this one-to-one session is a 90-minute session. So you can kind of think of it as like a workshop, but what we're doing is we're creating a blueprint for you. So this blueprint for you is you're going to come in and when we work on the quantum leap sessions, we're going to work on one thing. So if it's your business, we're going to work on your business. If it's your love life, we're going to work on your love life. If it's your money, we're going to work on your money. Whatever you want to quantum leap forward, then that's what we're going to work on. And we're going to create a beautiful, deep blueprint during the session. And that blueprint, you're going to be able to literally filter it in your life to take the steps to work to quantum leap, quantum leap, quantum leap, quantum leap. You're going to get beautiful exercises to do every morning to really collapse time and elevate you into the next level. They're so freaking powerful. But not only that is, once again, when you're building a bigger badass dream, obviously if you're not there yet, it's because there's some things inside of you that are saying, no, I can't have this, I'm not worthy and deserving it, my DNA coding, my cellular coding, it doesn't align to that. So we're also going to be doing that work as well for the quantum leap sessions, just depending on what you are working on. First and foremost, I obviously recommend one session. But the Quantum Leap Forward packages, it can be turned into a package if you have something bigger that you want to work on and you want continuous support. I would definitely recommend just reaching out to me and saying, hey, Melissa, I'm interested in your quantum leaping sessions, but I think I want to do a package, and just reach out to me and I can send you the package. And then the package is going to be custom. All I need you to do is tell me what you're desiring to work on and create, and then I'll kind of tune into you to see how much time we need to really help you quantum leap to this moment in time. So those are some beautiful ways to kind of just start co-creating your dreams and realities with someone else, so you don't have to do it alone. But once again, I will leave all the show notes. I will leave all the links in the show notes below. And the last thing I want to say is, when it comes to a path of ascension with money and abundance, I want you to know that when you really allow yourself to take your foot and put it in the door, you can collapse time so quickly. Like, you might hear people saying like, oh, higher level timelines or higher realms or living beyond possibility. But like, when you start to openly choose to live beyond possibility, to really activate and plug in and sync up with new earth and the golden timelines of existence, like, there's so much more out there for you. But it's just kind of getting your foot wet, getting your foot wet, and getting out there and seeing what avenues to really help you advance and grow and evolve. And um, yeah, so that was some juiciness about just kind of helping you understand ways to ascend with money and abundance, and just creating your own path and having fun with it. And the last thing I want to say, because I keep saying that, that's my norm. I feel like anyone that listens to my podcast or comes to my live, it's always like the last thing I want to say 20 minutes later. The last thing I want to say is, please remember to have fun with this whole process. Because yes, we can go into this deep healing and we can go into these deep ascension caves and containers. But remember that we get to have fun. Like, we get to have fun. I invite more fun into my life. I invite more fun into your life. I invite more fun into your friends' lives. Like, I just invite more fun into everyone's life, because the more fun that we have, the more love that's just flowing around the world, the more that we get to have and create and call in. And why not have fun? Why not laugh and be joyful and be silly, and like, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't even matter. So I love you. You're amazing. Mwah! Thank you for hanging out, listening to this beautiful, divine, powerful podcast. And you will hear from me soon. And of course, my loves, if you absolutely love and adore, this is season 5 of the podcast, y'all. We are at, I think this is episode 115. So if you absolutely adore and like you're an avid listener, or maybe this is your first time and you're like, this podcast was everything I needed, please feel free to leave a beautiful divine review or share it with your community, share it with your people so that we can get more beautiful souls ascending with money, ascending with abundance, and like everyone living their best freaking life. And then the last thing I want to say is if you need some inspiration, go on Pinterest and like just start searching things that like maybe you want to travel, maybe you want the luxury lifestyle, maybe you want a new wardrobe, like whatever you want. Like just maybe you want to just look at money. like go on Pinterest and just have fun with it and like let it activate you to a higher capacity. And that is literally the last thing I'm going to say. And I love you. You can find me on Instagram at Melissa B. Bates _. You can find me on YouTube at Melissa B. Bates _. You can find me on TikTok at Melissa B. Bates. And my website is melissabbates.com. And I will have some other beautiful things down in the show notes, just other ways that I can serve you and support you. But that is it. Mwah! Love you, love you, love you.